All right, this is my response to Spike Lee's documentary when the levees broke. First of all, I would like to say that I really had no idea the level of chaos and anarchy that was in the town of New Orleans right after Katrina. It was it was unbelievable. I mean, you hear it from the news, and you really don't get the full impact of it. I remember hearing about it. I was at a Charlie Brown's in my town talking to a teacher of mine who also bartended, and she was telling me about this Hurricane Katrina, that was barreling towards New Orleans, and she was telling me, obviously it's very poor down there, and what are all these people gonna do? And before that moment, I didn't even hear about Hurricane Katrina, and then the next day it was obviously all over the news, but seeing it through the lens of the media is very different from seeing it, from people who are actually there. And some things that I thought really stood out in the documentary were just how humanity basically broke down to our most primal instincts. I remember they said that it was the town of Jefferson. The mayor declared it Jeffersonia. They had armed guards and were preventing people from going in the town. They wouldn't let people cross the bridge to the expo center, I think it was. It was just crazy. There's the one guy who's talking about, he's got like five shotguns, and the reporter's joking around, and he says, what are you going after, Osama bin Laden? But no, he was out there, protecting himself. I don't know if that's the way to do it. I mean, it seems like most of New Orleans was polarized. You get groups of people who are going out of their way to just help people and save lives, and you got other people who are taking advantage of it, looting, and basically just letting chaos ensue. And it was sick to watch how the government basically did nothing. Condoleezza Rice was shoe shopping. George Bush was. I guess I think they said that he did a flyover of New Orleans. Dick Cheney was hunting, which apparently he's not very good at. So I just thought it was crazy, especially when that one person said that I thought I lived in America. And she's right, like, it is the responsibility of the government to protect those who don't have the means to protect themselves. And that's exactly what happened. These people were out there for 5 days. The buses never came to the Superdome. People were wading through water on their roofs without food and water for 5 days in America. They compare Katrina to our relief efforts for the hurricane, or not the hurricane, the tsunami. And we were there within a day, maybe a day and a half. But in our own country, there was absolutely no response, and it was sickening. I love when the news anchor basically rips apart the head of FEMA, and she's going on about, like, how do you not know? How do you not realize? He's talking about it so calmly, as if he has no comprehension of the scope of the disaster that has actually occurred. And she obviously got very emotional, and I could see where she's coming from. And I just wish, the media didn't regurgitate things the way they should be. I wish they told it like it was. Because, like I said, I really had no idea the scope of the disaster until I saw the first two parts of that documentary. And I thought it was very well done. I liked the music and everything. It was very just raw and just New Orleans. And it was done very tastefully. And I definitely look forward to seeing the last two parts. And that's it.